Peace, my brothers and sisters. If you're hearing me, this is my brother khonsu breaking it down on that guitar, y'all. Man, this is 8 minutes, so we're gonna play what we can here, but yo, that's awesome. You're riffing your way up. Nice. Yes.
I'm done now.
He's done. Wow. I like to hear your voice, man, but I'm gonna end it here. But this is awesome, bro. I really enjoy this.
Oh man. Hey, I had an out of body experience that night.
Oh man. Wow. Let's just hold that down. Ladies and gentlemen. Yo, my boy got welcome Rahul back. I got the brother khonsu. Did you hear that? Did you hear that guitar work? Awesome, man. Again, this is another episode of the Ceelos Musical Chronicles, and I got my beloved brother here, khonsu Ray, and we got a few things to speak about, man. Now you mentioned well, first of all, let's get started. So you play guitar. Do you play any other instruments besides guitar? You're muted. I don't hear you.
You hear me now?
Now I do.
I can play the bass. I can play a pretty good bass.
Mm-hmm.
I can't play with my fingers like this. I play with my thumb. So
that's how thumping.
That's how you know I'm not thumping. Just I have to play with my thumb or pick. That's how you know I'm not a real bass player.
Okay.
But I can play the bass and I can doodle around on the piano, but mostly the guitar.
Nice. And where were you born, khonsu?
Born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. And at what age did you start playing?
Oh man, probably had to be about 11 or 12. Nice. 11 or 12.
Now tell me something. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say my older uncles, twin uncles, and my dad.
I was gonna ask you that. I was gonna ask you who in your family carry this tradition, musical, right. How far does it go back?
It goes back pretty far. As far as my mother's side goes, I don't know of any musicians.
Right.
But on my daddy's side, I mean, my grandparents on my dad's side had 8 or 9 children. Okay. 1 girl and 8 boys.
All right.
So my dad and my 2 twin uncles, they used to literally have bands back in the 70s, and my dad and my Uncle Bill, they both play guitar. My Uncle Ricky, he plays the drums. Okay. And then as far as singers, out the yin yang.
So you brought it up in that environment, right? In your house there was a lot of there was a lot of music going around.
Yeah, I got aunts. My Aunt Mecca, my Aunt Gina. Oh my God, they will blow you away with some gospel or some rhythm and blues. Oh man, so I've definitely been around music all my life.
Great. And so, at what age did you first started a band? I mean, so you wanted to do music at an early age? You said 11 years old, you started playing the guitar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I learned about starting about 11 or
Mm-hmm.
12.
Mm-hmm.
I would say my first real band
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
probably wasn't formed until, man, years later.
Years later.
Prior to that, I would just jam out with my uncles and dad.
Okay. Okay.
And what's crazy is I never played behind a full band with a drum and everything until I was
Mm.
like probably 21.
Wow. So that's training. You went through a training phase right there.
Yes.
Got you
And
prepared.
and and surprisingly, right, my uncles have such good rhythm and timing.
Mm.
It's really like I didn't even miss the drums because when I first got with a drummer, I mean, I was just, the time, that
Yeah.
timing and that rhythm is key. The
Yeah.
timing especially.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I mean, it was like grassroots up until like 21, and then I started with a band called Skinny Bully in Atlanta.
I was gonna
Which
ask you that. What are
Yeah,
the name of the
yeah,
band? Skinny
yeah,
Bully.
Skinny Bully. Yep, Skinny Bully, man.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
And we got pretty close, man. We got like this close to making it.
Wow.
We ended up getting in
Well, that's a
contact
great
with.
name, bro. That's a
Yeah,
that's a good
yeah.
name, a
I
marketing name.
wasn't the leader of the band though. I was just a guitar player and like
Mm,
the co vocalist, so to
okay.
speak.
Okay.
Because what we did was like a rock alternative rap
I was gonna
fusion.
ask you that. I was gonna ask you what
Right.
kind of genre,
That's what.
what kind of genre do you resonate more with when you play guitar? What do you lean more, or is just a variation?
You know what we called our label
Mm,
with Skinny Bully? We called it Neoji Music. And that Neoji stood for no genre music.
wow. Is
We
it you
don't
made that word up? Or is that an actual word?
we made it up. Neoji. It's basically like a synonym, you know,
Mm,
no genre, Neoji.
nice, nice, nice,
I
nice. I
didn't
like
make
that.
that up. Zach made that up.
I like
But
that.
and the reason we called that because, like I say, my original upbringing, like the stuff that my uncles and dad was listening to,
Mm,
was Carlos Santana, Jimi
mm,
Hendrix, The
right.
Cream,
That
Black
nice,
Sabbath.
nice.
I mean, we was on some heavy rock shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nice, nice. That's a lot of expression in there. People don't know,
Oh
man. That
yeah!
rock is serious, man. I got to play with Sammy Hagar, and Sammy Hagar used to be from
Wow!
Van Halen. And when I was in
Wow!
Sammy out there in Mexico, he has a place in Cabo San Lucas, and we played with him on stage, bro. And the expression, I started.
Wow!
I did a 6/8 tune, one of his tune, black and white from Van Halen. So I put a 6/8 twist to it, like an African Santana thing to it. He grabbed a check at it and started like, like he was getting possessed on stage. Deep rock is deep history in rock, man.
Yeah,
Real deep.
it is, man. And the first, it was always, but I kind of take that back. But no, let me reiterate that.
Mm-hmm.
It was the classic rock, but of course everybody knows that the root of classic rock is none other than the blues.
I was gonna say
So
that because that's
yeah,
what I hear, and what we played was that was
yeah, oh yeah,
blues.
blues riff, E minor chords. You know what I'm saying? Classic blues
Right,
riff.
right, right,
Yeah,
right.
man. And
Wow.
and and I've got the gift to because I'm not that exquisite with music theory.
Okay.
I learned strictly by ear.
Mm.
Okay, I didn't know what a G major or any of that was
Yeah,
until
yeah,
like I
yeah,
was literally, believe it or not,
yeah.
until I went to prison in
Mm.
2010 and I
Mm.
took my first music theory class
In
in prison.
prison?
Yes, sir.
Wow,
Federal prison.
man.
Yep. I was
That's
in federal
nice.
prison. Yep.
Wow,
And that's when
wow.
I learned
The music.
G minor seven, flat five,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Minor seven, major seven. I mean,
Yeah.
all the nice, intricate jazz chords and all that. And that
Yeah. Nice.
helped me grow. That helped me
Wow.
grow a lot. Yeah, man.
Nice, man. Oh, wow. I mean, yeah, same here. I started playing when I was about 9 years old. Percussion. I'm a percussionist.
Yeah,
I
I
play
know.
percussion.
You
And
mean man with the percussion. I seen
uh,
you work.
so yeah, it wasn't until later in high school that I started learning the theory. but I learned in
right,
the streets. You know what it is
right.
in the
Yep.
Bronx. In the Bronx is different. You come out to the street. I was gonna ask you this. So like in the Bronx, we came out to the street and everybody's jamming, with the congas and
Mhm.
jamming. Was it like that in Atlanta, Georgia? There were like a lot of garage bands that.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't say it's prevalent as probably in New York, but yeah,
Mhm.
it is.
There's pockets of
Where
that.
my side of town was not so much, but you
Mm,
go like downtown, little Five Points, and so
mm,
it's big scenes for it. Uh,
mm,
see, I was actually um like when I learned music theory, I would
mm.
actually start to write the bass line,
Nice.
the rhythm, you know what I'm saying, and go into, and believe it or not, man, some of the best musicians I played with was at Bennettsville, South Carolina Federal Prison in Bennettsville. I
Wow.
mean some amazing,
So you were able to
amazing.
travel in the prison systems and play?
Well, in the federal system, they send you like to different. It's federal, so you may,
Mm-hmm.
even though you may have got your charge in New York, they may send you
Mm.
to
Somewhere
Pennsylvania or
else. Yeah,
something. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And they have, I mean, a wonderful music program. I mean, it's like a
Mm.
real studio.
Wow.
Real drums.
That's something else, man.
Yeah, mixing board. I mean, I got pictures, man. Mixing board, stack
What?
amps. I
What
mean,
were these
electric.
correctional officers that ran this stuff?
Yeah,
I
well, in
mean,
the federal prison system, it's a lot better than the state because you got a lot more stuff to do and you can
stuff to do.
rehabilitate yourself a little
That's
more.
great. That's great, man.
Yeah,
That's great.
I took construction classes, welding classes, electrical. I mean, it had a lot. If you wanted to change your life, it definitely was easy for
So
you to do it
knowing that, so
there.
music was instrumental in like you say rehabilitating your life and
Oh yeah,
changing your life, making you think about certain things, right?
oh yeah,
Music help you
definitely.
stay out of trouble too.
Yeah, oh
Well, I
yeah.
don't know.
The
Some
whole
musicians
time,
get in
yeah.
trouble though, but
Yeah, because I
yeah.
mean, I was in there for 7 years, so you got to keep
Mm,
yourself occupied and busy and
right,
progressive to stay
right.
out of trouble, like you say. And we would play. They would throw like concerts for the Fourth of
Mm,
July, New
right.
Year's Eve, and we would play out on the yard. And I mean, like a real concert, bro. I
Wow.
mean, yeah.
Well, I've
Listen,
seen
when I listen,
concerts in prisons, but yeah,
yeah,
wow,
yeah.
man. I
I
never.
um, I
Mhm,
stepped up my game, my guitar game.
mhm.
I mean, probably 1,000%.
Well, when you isolated, you were able to use with your guitar, sit down
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Oh, nice.
how it is you can basically throughout the day you can go
Mhm.
down to the recreation department, you go to the education, you can go to the music room, to the band room, and you could go to the
What?
band. Yeah, you go to the
That's
band
crazy.
room, give him your ID, and check out a
Wow.
guitar, and you can just sit right there and
Wow.
play. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Every
Wow.
day,
Wow.
practice every day, every single day, every
Wow.
day.
I
Yep.
know that, I never been so deep into the prison systems like that.
Right.
The most I ever did was like Rikers, maybe,
Right.
Rikers booking, central booking and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that's deep.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's good. That's a good thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because,
Oh yeah.
you're giving how important how important music is,
Yeah.
you know, for us. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Yeah, yeah. So let me ask you something. So in your music, because I know you
Mhm.
also go by the name. I don't know why this is a musical thing, but I want to morph it into, for instance, the Nuwapian, paradigm, because I understand that music also the expression also has been revolutionary.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of a matter of fact, when you say Nuwapi and you think about Baba Yanun and Malachi Ziyor was a musician, a very
Absolutely.
pronounced musician. I have to
Oh
give you
yeah.
the facts. Yeah, because
Hmm.
I grew up with him in Brooklyn. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I spoke with him a lot. And
Right.
I seen his work. He used to run to
Hmm.
me and to check this out when he came from the studio. He told me, "Yo, check this out." And I listened to it and that's all right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, very pronounced musician. I
Yep.
don't know if you've seen the interview with YCL, the drummer for Passion.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And that
Yep.
interview, yeah,
Hmm.
that interview, he really go deep into, of the. So in your music, right now, we're taking it to this form. Is there, in Wapian culture, have you found an expression in there when it came to music? Have you done that? You know what I'm saying?
That's a
Or
good question. And for me, it's kind of different, right?
uh-huh.
Being that I'm also a student teacher of
Hmm.
Nuwapu, right?
Hmm.
I'm teaching it all the time. I'm studying all the time,
Right. I seen your work.
and
It's good.
and honestly, I don't really make much music about related to the consciousness.
Conscious. Yeah, yeah.
Even I don't know why. I got a few, like I got some songs about the police shootings. I got some songs about, I
Okay.
got some deep songs,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Conscious songs. Yeah.
yeah, I got some deep conscious songs, but it's out of my portfolio is very minimal. Just because I express myself with consciousness in other ways.
Hmm.
With music, I'm more of a creator. Most of the music I write is like, love songs about girls. Who, I
Okay.
mean, come on, those are number one top sellers. Um, and I'll find a rhythm literally in my head, or I'll just be feeling around with the guitar, and then it'll
Mm,
take me somewhere, and then I get some chords together, I get a melody in my head, start humming something, and put some lyrics with it, and then boom.
yeah.
But yeah, I always said, like, even with the conscious rappers, I love conscious rap now, but I
Right.
don't listen. I don't listen to it that much
Right.
because
Right.
my
Right.
thing is, if I want to learn something or get deep, I just pick up a book and read. You know what I'm
I hear
saying?
you. I
If
hear
I
you.
want to listen to some music, I want to, have some party music or maybe some
Mhm.
relaxation
I hear
music,
you.
or
That's to be
you know what I
respectful. Yeah.
mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird.
But let me ask you, who is your biggest influence when it came to guitar playing?
Oh, that would have to be the person that I'm named after, James Marshall Jimi Hendrix. Um,
Ooh,
Yeah, my
man.
dad named me James Marshall after Jimi Hendrix. Um,
Nice.
and it sucks because you'll
It's
never
a
be as
big
good as
shoe to
him.
fit. That's a huge shoe to fit. And
It's like,
and Jimi Hendrix was very conscious too.
yes, yes, he was.
You know what Baba, and I say Baba for those who don't know, Baba is Baba Yanun. We call him
Mhm.
Baba. And Malachi New York told us Jimi Hendrix created an instrument, right, that was able to grab frequencies that was out of the frequencies that we're used to in this day and time.
Yep,
And I think two Chinese girls had those patents, schematics for that instrument. Because I think he also formed Electric Lady Studio. And
yep,
Electric Lady Studio, if you listen to Electric Lady Studio, the engineering and the
hmm
technology. So Jimi Hendrix was
yep,
ahead of his technology. Matter of fact, they say he was Rizikian.
yeah,
That's what Baba said.
yeah.
Rizikian. People don't
And
understand that. They don't just don't understand that whole concept. But yeah, yeah.
And see, another thing is, I've read, if you read any of the books on Hendrix or the
Mhm.
autobiography, he said himself, I mean, he was heavy into science fiction novel. He
Yeah,
would tell about these dreams and visions that he had and these
yeah,
sounds he would hear.
yeah,
And he said that he would express what he heard in his visions through his
yeah,
guitar.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Jimmy was deep, man. Jimmy
Really,
was
really
deep.
deep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was deep, and he was way before his time. But the groundwork, the foundation that he laid down, I mean, it's the pattern for everything that came after. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Those frequencies and tones. It's amazing what he did with that
Yeah.
guitar. And a left hand, he used right hand guitars, right? Strung it left hand. You right handed or you left handed?
I'm right-handed,
You're right
thankfully.
handed. Yeah. Yeah, man. Jimi Hendrix was
Man,
the
it's tough being a left-hand guitar player.
yeah. Some of the science that I teach, because I teach about metaphysical science and science about the enlightenment self, is
Right.
about that transcendent, that going beyond. And I found Jimi Hendrix was there. That
Oh yeah.
extraterrestrial. Those constellations has an effect on us. So you sometimes you have that what they call the super conscious mind. I was speaking to Sanetta Nepal,
Oh
saying
yeah.
that you don't only have this mind, there's another mind that you
Yep.
could tap onto, and that's the mind of the constellation. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what enlightenment beings do. Do you find that are you able to reach out to those minds? I mean, you gotta be if you're into the doctrine that you start teaching.
I'll tell you this. I'll say it like this.
Mhm.
at one point in time, back in my rattlesnake days, back in my wild days, uh, I used to think that I would have to be high, smoking weed
yeah,
to,
yeah,
to
yeah.
to do good music, whether
Yep.
it's rapping or playing guitar, whatever, right?
Same here.
And during my time in prison, I went 7 years cold turkey. I didn't drink, didn't smoke, didn't do nothing.
Yes.
And that taught me that I did not need to smoke weed to be a good guitar player, right? And the key to when you see musicians play, and you know this, when you see musicians play and they start making that ugly face, and their faces
Yeah.
get all
I'm
ugly,
always making that ugly face anyway,
yeah,
but yeah.
yeah. When that ugly face kicks in, what that is a spiritual experience.
Nice.
That's what that is, because remember,
Yeah.
music is a conjurer of spirits anyway, whether you
Yeah.
like it or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you feel that energy, and when you see musicians, especially the guitar player, make all those faces, that is the closest thing for us. I like to call it a spiritual musical orgasm.
Yes.
A spiritual musical orgasm.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I agree with
you know
you.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
And you
know,
can't
I know.
explain if you don't play music, or at least feel music. Some people don't play instruments, but they can feel music. Then you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I've had some pretty deep experiences, man. Deep experience.
Nice. 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 That's nice. Well,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man. Yeah, yeah. I think music is also, and there's abundance of tones and frequency. And sometimes you're
Oh yeah.
reaching out, you got to make that face like, wait a
Yep.
minute, you got to pull something from out there. You're like,
Man, it gets deep.
that's deep. That's deep, man. That's deep. So now, so you in Oklahoma now?
Yeah, I'm in
Are you
Oklahoma.
jamming now with any musicians in the area?
I haven't lately, but when
Mm,
I was in Oklahoma City,
mm,
I play, and believe it or not, I
mm.
caught hell. It's always good finding a good drummer. We can never find a good drummer. And I went
Oh
through
shit.
that performance from the Paramount, right? That was in
Mm,
Oklahoma City.
mm,
If you look at me closely in that whole
mm.
performance, you'll
Yeah.
see me looking back at the drummer,
Yeah. You want to feel that
because
pocket.
he was dragging the beat, and it was
Oh,
just good enough to pass.
the pass.
But I mean, I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you got to get that pocket in there,
yeah,
man.
you
Get
got to
that
get that
revers
right,
you up.
man.
That
Yeah, and
rhythm
they know
is so important.
when the lead man you have a vibe with your band. You
Hmm.
can feel, you ain't gotta say nothing. I can just look at you. You might be playing the congos. You look at me like, okay, we going here. All right, boom, we going
Hmm.
there. And
The
yeah,
intuition kicks in. The
oh yeah,
intuition.
the
Yeah,
intuition
people know.
kicks in
Yeah.
automatically,
Automatic.
automatically.
Yeah.
But I've had a lot of trouble, man, finding. I found a real good bass player, but I'm having trouble finding a decent drum player. So I even started doing like digital beats,
Beats.
using
Yeah.
digital drum tracks. I mean, sometimes you
Yeah.
got to
Do
do
what
what
you
you
gotta
got
do.
to do.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So the atmosphere in Oklahoma is different than Atlanta and other cities. You know what
very
I'm
very
saying?
different.
Very
Low
different.
frequency. Not a big night scene, not a big music
Mm,
scene. Yeah,
mm.
well, I'll take it back. It's a big country music scene here.
Oh man, I played with some
Oh,
country
it's cute.
bands. I played with
Yeah.
Toby Keith one time.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, yeah, and I
See,
played with
I
Tim
just
Andrews and
couldn't.
the Thurman Brothers. Yeah,
Damn.
I like country. Yeah,
Right. That's probably, I would say, out of all the genres I don't like, that's probably the number one I don't like.
country. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It takes time when you get a good musician. Because I went to Niagara Falls and there's those country players out there. I don't know if it's in the
Hmm.
waters, but let me tell you something. Those musicians are extraordinary, bro.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
extraordinary musicians up there in Niagara Falls.
Oh
And
yeah.
these country artists and picking and banjo. I mean, these guys like, bro, they get down. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh
whoa.
yeah. They call them. I think they call them no,
Grassroots, yeah.
grassroots. Yeah.
Yeah,
Grass.
Americana music.
Yeah.
So are you more lead guitar or do you do rhythm guitar also? I mean,
Both.
both.
Um. Um.
Which you prefer? Because I know I've heard the guitar players, they do rhythm and they'll hold the rhythm, but when they comes to lead, they all in it. But then I know some guitar players that the rhythm, that's all they want to do is rhythm, rhythm, rhythm.
I'll say it would depend. If I'm
Mm,
singing,
Mm-hmm.
right? If I'm singing in the band, I
Mm-hmm.
prefer lead. Because of course it's harder to play while you sing. I can, but
Mm-hmm.
certain chords I can't even imagine trying to play
Play them
while
while you.
singing at the same
Wow.
time.
Yeah.
So if I'm singing, I prefer lead. If I'm not singing, still lead, but rhythm too.
I got you. I got you.
I've been the
I got
singer in
you.
most of my bands, so
Yeah. Also,
you
you
know,
sing a lot.
having a backup rhythm guitarist would be, is what I probably may
Yeah,
prefer.
a piano or guitar player,
Or
rhythm
piano,
guitar.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, to hold the melody, the
Right.
harmony, and hit the chords so that you could just
Yep.
riff around the chords.
I'm gonna
Wow,
tell you.
man.
I'm gonna tell you a band that I've always my number one. Actually a all black rock heavy metal band that is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated. Living Color.
I know them.
You really?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man,
I
that's
know.
that's one of my
Well,
favorite
I
bands.
yeah, Vernon Reed, the
Vernon Reed.
guitarist. Yeah, I show you a picture. Yeah, that was my boy. I
Yep.
always we hung out. We played at the Hollywood Bowl. He was playing with Santana's wife. She was
Wow.
playing drums. Jack Bruce on bass, bro, from Cream. He was
Wow.
there before he died. Yeah, we was at the Hollywood Bowl. I was playing with KJ Amulo and Robin Thicke. You know, we were
Damn.
playing, and bro, the Hollywood Bowl, that's a great venue. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, and so have you played some venues like that, or
Yeah, in Oklahoma, I played the Paramount.
that sounds like that's the go-to venue, right?
Yeah,
Over there.
and then you got the Norman Music Festival. That's like a huge, kind of like a Bonnaroo
Okay.
type of thing. I
Yeah.
played there. I played at a couple of venues in Norman and Oklahoma City.
Nice.
It's just like I say, it's when I get into something, I go fast, I go full, I go full
Mm-hmm.
force with it. And I
Mm-hmm.
felt like I was putting so much effort into it, but like I say, I couldn't find drummers. People don't
Yeah.
come, difficulties in the studio. I just seen people wasn't as serious because I actually got stuff recorded, mixed, mastered, and engineered and
I was
everything.
gonna ask you that. Yeah,
Yeah.
recording.
Oh yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
got
So
every.
you
I got two rap mixtapes and alternative
nice.
rock EP done. But I'm not releasing
You're not
anything.
releasing it. Okay.
Yeah, right now I'm working on get my finances together more so
Right.
I can hire a PR and really, and
Okay.
then plus I'm
Okay.
going back to Atlanta in like 6 months, so there's
Okay.
nothing I can do here really.
All right.
It ain't much. There aren't any major labels. It's definitely not even any independent
Some
labels
days
here.
are
I mean,
over.
it's
Those days are
yeah.
over with.
Everybody that wants to make it with music outside of country music in Oklahoma will go to Dallas. It's only like 2.5 hours from
Oh,
Dallas, Texas.
okay. Oh,
Right.
oh.
So, yeah.
Wow. I did not
The
know that.
demographics in Oklahoma is just not. People don't come to Oklahoma to make it in the music career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you. I hear
They
you.
go to
Well,
work
you
in the
you're the
oil
go-to
fields.
guy there. You're the go-to
Yeah.
guy there. They
Yeah.
gotta come to you. You're the man.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Well, you know what I want to tell you about Living Colors, man, was so freaky. I once was at the Grammy Awards at Radio City Music Hall, right? And they were performing. Man, dude, from the beginning of the song to the end of the song was just the energy. Wow, wow. My heart was like, after that, I went backstage to Vernon. What did you guys do? What you guys do? What are you on?
That's another.
They were hype.
That's another one of the bands I call the Uncoverables.
Hmm.
You don't never see too many people living cover
No.
songs. Oh man,
Ooh,
it's
it's difficult, right? I mean,
those
just to get
brothers
that
are
right.
highly
Yeah.
trained. I think Vernon Reed went to Juilliard.
Yeah.
What?
Uh,
I think he went to
I don't know.
Juilliard. Or
Well,
what's the other big music school? Columbia, is it?
um,
I think he
for
went to
school,
Juilliard.
Julia, Berkeley.
Juilliard,
Berkeley is
Berkeley, yeah.
yeah,
That's
Berkeley.
where Vernon Reed went.
I went to NYU. I was in a
Yeah.
village. I went to New York University.
People like Vernon Reed, your
Mm,
Eddie Van Halen's,
Eddie Van Halen, man.
your the guy who played with Ozzy that died, blonde head guy,
Oh man, what's
real
his
short. He played with Ozzy's first band after he left Black Sabbath. But
name?
a lot of these guys all went
I
to
like Blue
Juilliard.
Oyster Cult.
Blue
Dog.
Oyster
Oh
Cult, you know what I'm saying? All these.
man,
I mean, I
dude.
listen to
Oof.
Living Color, and I'm like, even the
No,
bass. I mean, the whole band,
they were,
dude, is like
yeah,
out
yeah,
of this world.
yeah.
I
And they're
mean,
very
it's
humble,
just
bro. They're very humble brothers. Very humble. They'll
mm-hmm,
embrace you, yo. Let's hang out, let's play, let's jam. Very humble, man. Very
right.
humble brothers, bro. Great, great, great,
But
great,
yeah,
great.
I love them, man. That's probably I probably know all their
I see you
songs.
got a great taste for music, man. I
Yeah,
can never
yeah,
even know
yeah.
about the
Oh
the
yeah,
band, bro.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So so
I can play a mean. I'm gonna try to find the footage to it, but I can play a mean Black Magic Woman cover as well. Yeah, I can
wow.
play that
Never play
note
with
for note.
Santana, but a friend of mine, Paholi plays with Santana. He's a percussionist. But yeah, and I know a couple of musicians that play with Santana. Santana is definitely
Oh yeah,
way
he's
of
super
his class. His
man.
expression is so different.
Oh yeah. I
I
heard
didn't.
I heard him say once. I heard him say once that before it was like I think it was I can't remember. It was a documentary on him or something,
Mm,
and he said that before the shows, he would go out and walk on stage and just play by
mm,
himself before
mm.
the show. And they would ask him, well, what are you doing? He said, I'm playing for the spirits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Before the show. Santana's
yeah.
deep too, man.
Santana's very
Santana's deep
deep,
too.
very, very evolved. Yeah, very deep, very deep. A lot of musicians are very deep. That's why, I said, man, I gotta talk to my brother khonsu because I didn't know you was,
Mhm.
I knew you as being, the Wapian and what you was doing. But then when I said this guitar player, I said, no wonder why. Now I
Exactly.
understand where he's coming from. Now I understand the energy. I understand the
Yep.
frequency. I said, oh man,
Yep.
that's
And see,
special.
I got that Tahuti spirit,
Mhm.
that cancer zodiac, we call it Tahuti
Oh, okay.
in African solar biology, but my birthday is 2 days before Baba's birthday. Mine is June 28th, his June
Oh, okay.
26th. He
Okay.
loves me, that cancer energy. We're into
Yeah.
intellectual studies and
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
So I found that
Great.
pretty interesting too. When you look
Very
at
interesting.
yeah, it's very
Great,
interesting.
great, 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 man. So you say you got some projects. Have you do you record yourself?
No,
Oh,
I
you
was recording out of a few studios in
okay.
Oklahoma City.
Okay.
Um, I thought about getting my own setup, but honestly, I don't have the time to set
Mm,
all that. And I just like to get in
mm,
there, pay somebody,
yeah,
record it,
yeah, yeah.
let them
That's
mix
what
and
I'm doing
master, and I'm
now.
gone. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gone.
but I'm setting up my studio now because
Oh,
with the
okay,
whole
okay,
with the whole digital thing, so that they can
yeah,
send me the tracks, and all I got to do
yeah,
is perform in
yeah.
my house and send them back to track stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's
So I'm doing a lot of
necessary.
writing. I'm doing a lot of writing now, so that's
Hmm.
good. Yes. So we're looking for that in the future, man. You're gonna pull this out.
Definitely, definitely, man.
Yeah,
When
great.
like I say, I'll be back in Oklahoma I
Mm,
mean, excuse me, I'll be back
yeah,
in
in Atlanta.
Atlanta before next year. And once I get back home, man, everything is
Yeah.
gonna go because like I said, I got the material. I mean, I've got electronic press kit.
Really
I got
nice.
music ready. I got a press kit ready to go. And when I get to Atlanta,
You
the
got it
first
master?
thing I probably
Is it
do,
master? Is it master?
yes, mix master
It's mix and
engineers.
master.
Yeah.
Wow, man. So you all right? All right.
Videos. I got about 3 videos.
Nice.
And so my first move when I get back home would be finding a good PR.
Okay.
Uh yeah, because
Okay.
those are the
Publicist. Yeah.
ones that get published. Those
Yeah.
are the
Yeah.
ones that get you where you need to be, man.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Maybe.
a lot of people fail with that because I tell people if you're gonna approach music like a business, you're gonna approach it like a business. And all
It is a
businesses need
business.
marketing and promotion.
It is a
Gotta have
business. Yeah, it is a business. Music is. That's what I learned. Music is a business.
it. Hmm.
Music is a business, and you got to know what you're doing in terms of. You got to be business savvy when you deal
Exactly.
with music and stuff like that.
Yep.
So, what's up in the future, yo? So, oh man, let me take this another. And I don't want to stand there too long. I got some things I got to do, man. But this is a pleasure speaking with you, my brother. You know, um, I did not know that you had such a music presence, and I could see it now, and I feel it now. Um, with this, with the spiritual teachings, um, Well, I don't want to take it there. I want to keep this musical. I want to really keep it musical. You know what I'm saying? I think that's important. Yeah, I
Right,
think that's
right,
important.
right.
So in the future, you got some projects coming out in the future.
Yeah, yep.
Can't wait to hear that. And
2022.
2022. Nice, nice. And
It might be
a
what I
couple of
call
months
the
away.
EP.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're gonna put out the EP first? Nice, nice, nice. EP first. Yeah, and then also, you deal with public relations people, publicists and stuff like that. Are you looking for somebody that's in Atlanta, or are you looking to
Yeah,
somebody
yeah, in Atlanta.
internationally? Oh, so you want a
Yeah.
face to face. You don't want to do it like someone away, somewhere else.
Mm-mm,
You want to get. I hear you. I hear
mm-mm.
you, and that's honorable.
Because
Yeah.
I could have did that in Dallas with some people in Dallas, but I'm like, I want to be there. I want, you know what I'm saying. Plus, I know some people that's plugged into the hip hop industry,
Okay.
and that know some legit publicists that work for people like Zaytoven, the multi platinum hip hop producer who brought out Gucci Mane.
Gucci man.
I actually know one of his best friends I went to school with.
What?
Uh, Q the Queen, shout out to Q the Queen. And she already told me, she said when I get there, she'll talk to Zay and see if I can use his publicist.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
his
nice.
publicist is really, really good.
Gucci Mane, was that the brother that I think Jake York, we worked with him?
Jake York, yeah, Jake York first brought him out.
First bought him out. That's right. I
Yep.
remember him when he was a little child,
Big
bro.
Cat Records.
I
Yeah.
remember him when he was a little boy.
Yep.
Jakub, yeah, we used to call him Jakub.
Mm-hmm.
Big head Jakub. We used to make fun of him all the
Mm-hmm.
time. Yeah, wow. He brought out a lot of people. Yeah, and
Yep.
Kedar Missenberg from Motown, related.
Yep.
I think he's a nephew of Master Teacher.
Mm-hmm.
He was always running around. So
Yep.
that's interesting. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Very, very interesting. How we're so connected in some ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
man, I wish you a lot of luck. Anything you need from me, man, you let me know. Like I said, I get my studio ready and shoot me up some tracks, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let you put some drums
Yeah,
on
I
it.
put some drums to it. I play all types of drums, bro. I play all
Yeah.
types of drums. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait a minute. Something happened to my computer here. What happened here? You still there? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
here.
know. Yeah, I share this computer with my grandson, so he's got it rigged with so many stuff for GeForce. I mean, you name it, things be popping up like crazy. But anyway, man, Khonsu, man, this is a pleasure speaking with you, man. Like I said, you ever need me musically, I'm there. And also, taking it another route, if you ever need me for those debates, you gonna do the tag team stuff? Tag me in, brother. Tag me
I
in.
got
Hey,
you.
so let me ask you
We
something.
taking
When
on
you
the
do,
lines, man. We
yeah,
taking on the lines, man.
we're taking them down. Yeah. So when you do these debates and stuff, do you also revel up like your music? Do you say like you come from within, right, with that music? And do you say like this is like music, man, expression? I'm gonna hit you
Yeah.
with the guitar tone. Bing!
Yeah.
I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. I mean,
It was a guy in the debate league, Lions Den, Neo
mm.
Love. He was a guitarist too. So he said,
Oh, okay.
I showed him a picture. He said, I was like, yeah, I play guitar better than you, Neo. He was like, no, you don't. So
I
I
was gonna
sent him a
ask you
picture.
that.
He said, I sent him a picture. He said, oh, anybody can take a picture with a guitar, but I don't want to hear you play it. I sent him a track. He said, yeah, you good.
Yeah, tell him ain't no just talk. I get down. I play. Wow. So is there battles, like guitar battles? Have you ever been in a guitar battle?
No, I don't think I've been in the guitar
No.
battle. I'm not.
Can you
I'm
imagine
not.
a debate? I just start
I
taking a
don't
guitar
consider.
battle.
I don't really consider myself a badass guitarist. I consider myself a good guitarist, but I think my writing is where
Okay, well you resonate from.
yeah, because all that song that you played at first and all my
Did you
songs
write that?
I write
Oh,
the
you wrote
lyrics
that?
and the music, lyrics
Wow.
and the music. And
Nice, and that's
all my leads are 100% improv. I don't never
nice.
write no lead. All my solos are 100% improv.
Nice, nice, and that's good to know. Well, listen, man. Thank you very much. We've been here like 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I love speaking to you. I do. Like I said, you need me for anything, man, just holler at me. I'm here for you. Okay, Hansu?
Thank you,
Okay?
my brother. I
All right,
appreciate it,
peace.
brother.
All right,
Peace.
man. Peace, man. Peace. Well, there you go. That's a musical chronicle. The brother, awesome guitar player, y'all. Wow, man. And I love the energy. You got to see this brother in the debates, and then here's guitar work. Do you see this energy, this high frequency energy? And we speak about brothers going beyond, going from within. And like I said, man, those expressions is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing. So peace and blessing to everyone. And I guess I'll be catching you guys. Let me see. Get him back. Oh man. So we're gonna just keep this going. And peace and blessing to everyone. Okay? I'm out. Wadu.